So I wanted to welcome everyone to this is a very special day. It's kind of a coincidentally special day. My t-shirt is partially giving it away. I'm here, of course, with BB, and I'm with Shrimp. And so today, you okay? Today is a gotcha day, and today is Shrimp's fourth gotcha day, and it's also, believe it or not, today is Pipsqueak's seventh gotcha day. Now, if you're not familiar with that term, that means that the gotcha day is what we call in the rescue world the day that we adopted or rescued or we got our piggies. Because we don't always know the birthday, so we celebrate the gotcha day. So today in 2021, Shrimp came. So I do have some treats for them. And I can share. I have this. This is a Timothy lollipop. It's an oxbow lollipop. I've never tried it before, so I don't know how they're gonna like it. I also have a nice carrot, and I have some healthy snackers. What I did with the healthy snackers is I actually sprinkled some purified water in there so that they are a little bit softer than normal. And I find that it releases some of the flavors a bit. But I don't know what Shrimp is going to want, because Shrimp is a pretty shy boy a lot of the times. If you saw my recent video with him, he didn't want to sit here with me, and he didn't want to eat any lettuce. So let me just say hello. Let me scoot this up. Another thing is we're trying the vertical. Normally I do these live streams horizontal, but it dawned on me that I'm always struggling to get the angle right, to get the piggies and me in the picture, and actually with it vertically like this, it's a lot easier to get the piggies, and I don't have to boost up with a bunch of extra pillows here. So far so good. The only thing is I have less space in on the screen for the chat. So it's got this tiny sliver of chat. So I'll do my best to keep up. And feel free to copy and paste your comment again if I miss it. Just want to say hi to everybody. We got Debbie and Allison and Piggities, and Carrie's here. Carrie, thank you for this super chat. Love what you do, and love what you and Saskia do. Thank you both so much for all your help too. You're very welcome, Carrie. Bruno's here. He's new to the channel. Mino19, hello. Angeline, hi. We've got Michelle. We've got Michelle with one L, and I saw we had Michelle with two L's. We've got Isa. And for those of you who are seeing the green names means that they are a channel member. And what did I just do? Okay. And channel members, also some of them have emojis. So we've got Sly Blue, Suzanne, Hive Mistress and her Guinea Pig Madness, Agnes is here. We've got Michelle with two L's, Renee, Rita. So Yeah, I haven't done a live for a while. Hi, Tanya. Jackie's here. Now, I am aware, or at least Valerie has made me aware that the Oscars are going on right now. So, anybody in the chat wants to give any Oscar updates, I imagine that um, if you watch this live stream on your phone, you can pull up the Oscars on TV. Mary's here. Hello, Mary. Morgan. Spot. Yes. Generally vertical. I like to shoot my videos for YouTube horizontally, but this is allowing at least for more real estate in the direction that helps us see the piggies. Now, this is an apple healthy snacker. Where did that envelope go? Down here. We love the healthy snackers, don't we, BB? Okay, so let's try to catch up. V, hi V, and yes, I want to thank everybody, also the patrons too. Mino cannot do the membership because they have 50 pigs to feed. Believe me, I feel you. I always recommend buying in bulk. I just picked up a bale of hay today, a bale of orchard grass for $32. So how about that? Ooh, 13 months. Michelle has been a member for 13 months, a channel member. Thank you, Michelle. That's basically since we started doing channel membership. So you guys know one of the big goals of my channel is to figure out ways that we can save money and still give our piggies actually the highest quality of everything. If you've never bought anything from Small Pet Select, I do have a 15% off coupon for new customers, and that helps me a little bit. They give me credit for sending you that way, and you get a 15% off coupon. Small Pet Select does that because they're so sure that you're going to like their stuff that they will earn a new customer. But you could always buy in bulk. My piggies love the Small Pet Select non-GMO soy-free pellets. They have a bunch of different varieties of different kinds of pellets. So I always say buy in bulk when you can. That's just in general. If you buy in bulk, buy your lentils in bulk. Now I am reading all of your chats, so thank you guys. And if anybody has any questions, just you may have to write them a couple times because I realized quickly I'm pretty caught up. Birdie says, "Hi Scotty, my guinea pig rescue group is so excited about getting your signed book. I told her about it the other day. It is such a cute story and beautiful artwork." Thank you, thank you. I have a couple new book ideas, short books like the Princess and the Poop books, and then of course I'm working hard on the second installment of Cage Mates, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. So yes, if you want to get a copy, you can get it on Amazon, or I do personalized signed copies that are on my Etsy shop. Okay, trying to catch up, guys. Bruno says, "I'm pleased to tell you that your advice really helped my friend with her guinea pig's foot on Bumblefoot." Oh, that's great. The very important thing to take away from the Bumblefoot videos is that, in my experience, you have to have all things going at the same time. soaks and the wraps with the medicine, like either Manuka honey or the SSD cream, but you also need to do a course of antibiotics and the Medicam, which reduces that swelling and inflammation and of course alleviates some pain. If you don't have the anti-inflammatory, then you generally, it's tough to get that swelling in check. And one other thing is that it's important to wrap the foot to get that medicine to absorb into the wound, depending on how bad it is. But it's also really important to let that wound air out so that you can either get a scab going, or just in general to keep that skin healthy. You know, when you have a Band-Aid on your finger for too long, the skin turns all, you know, pale and gross, and, you know, you want to try to avoid that. You okay, BB? So, Hive Mistress, where is my usual cheer? Feeling pretty cheerful. Small Pet Select just started selling a 2-pack drawers toy and cover hide toys. I did a review on one of the puzzle toys, I think, and my pigs did not really master it. And I let somebody with a rabbit have that. Do you have any advice for piggies with arthritis? You told me to give him Oxbow joint supplement. He seems to be doing better. Oh, vet told me. CBD can help, but also Medicam can help in small doses as well. Some people seem to do okay with Epsom salt soaks also. You just want to be sure to rinse the Epsom salt off. But yeah, I would definitely consult the vet and check my vet list. It's always good to get a second opinion, especially when you're talking about like a long-term chronic condition. My vet recommended for Gizmo basically a pretty substantial dose of Medicam. What do you think about this thing? It's an apple stick. Not feeling it, huh? I'll leave this for them. I bet if I put this in the cage and Onyx started chewing on it, then I bet Shrimp would want it. Okay. Yeah, it seems to me that Bumblefoot does come back, can come back. Oftentimes mobility issues can cause Bumblefoot, or just as pigs get older and slow down, they lean their foot. One other thing is a chenille, those bath mat pads that have like the little fingers, the little bumps on them. Those can help make it so that the pressure is unevenly distributed, right? So instead of them putting their weight, those things can make it so that it relieves the pressure on the foot that they're leaning on. Hi, piggities. Okay, I've caught up. Yeah, Shrimp seems to have gotten shyer in his old age. Which I blame you, Onyx. Okay, if you can munch on this quietly. See how shy he is? I think he's just, I don't know. Because when I give them food in the morning, he takes it, and he's just one of those pigs that takes his food and runs to the corner, or takes it to his house. And forcing him to sit here like this. So I want to celebrate him, but I don't want to make him uncomfortable. This is an interesting question. How much does BB cost me monthly? BB eats a pellet, and he has a pellet food, and he also has a seed blend. And then I give him various veggies and things. I give him lentils and quinoa, and I give him broccoli and shredded carrot. So he really doesn't cost that much, because a big bag of his food lasts, about a month or so. But birds are not, if you're considering getting a parrot, any kind of a bird like this, any kind of bird really, especially, he's a rescue bird. He's been by himself. Was 7 years old when I got him. It's not about how much they cost. It shouldn't be with any pet, but it is about, when you get a bird, you're married. Yes, all of a sudden you're married, and every hour that you're away from them, you feel guilty. And he's now 21 years old. He's losing his eyesight. He can see, I believe, light and things like that, but he can't see well enough to fly, and it's difficult for him to see where his water is. So if I go anywhere overnight, he has to come with me, and he can't really drink on his own. So as cost has nothing to do with it. A small bird like this is relatively inexpensive to feed, because they just are small. They just don't eat much, and he eats a lot of what I eat. I like quinoa and lentils and carrots and broccoli. Obviously, I don't eat bird seed or bird pellets, but hope that makes sense. Okay. Shrimp seems pretty calm. This is Shrimp. Calypso of the internet is asking. When your bird free roams, do they poop in the guinea pig cages? Well, he doesn't really free roam much anymore, because he can't fly from cage to cage anymore. Underneath areas where he spends time, there are little poop catchers. So but where are you going? Did you just poop behind me? But if you have a bird, you will have poop. You'll have bird poop. Is anybody watching the Oscars right now? Shrimp is reading the comments. Yes. Shrimp, you want another one of these? He's like, no, I just want to go home. There you go, Shrimpy. Nate had a little spot on his nostril as well. Nate and Shrimp were very similar in markings. BB, where are you going? BB, careful. Careful. Okay, we can put the phone back a little bit, but not too far, because I got to be able to read the writing. Where are you going, BB? Here. You can even sit right here on this thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of award shows per se, but I do love movies, so it's fun to watch some of the Oscar movies. But, I think obviously it makes sense. It means something to the people that are nominated, to the production companies, the studios, the actors that are nominated for awards, because it enables them to do more. But I think the fact that there are as many good movies and shows as there are, we all win. Deciding which movie of the year is the best movie of the year is kind of ridiculous. Gus gets best stunt guinea pig. Shrimp is four. Well, I'm guessing Shrimp was probably about a year old or less. Maybe he was about 6 months when I rescued him from my local shelter. And so that was 4 years ago. So he is about 4. You ready for lunch? I'm stuck in here now. You're stuck in here with me. So I hope everybody has been able to see the videos about Big Mama that Saskia has been putting out. Bibi, where are you going? Yeah. Lots of people always ask me if I have any guinea pig tattoos. I do not have any guinea pig tattoos. I feel like I'd have to get a generic guinea pig tattoo, because if I got like a specific pig, then I would be covered. What's the matter, BB? You want to go eat your lunch? You gotta be patient. Here, you want a piece of carrot? Here. Shrimp, are you just resigned to it? Shrimpy, what happened to the cracker? I think Pipsqueak might actually like this. So I'm going to pull out Pipsqueak in a little bit. If I got the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue logo, Saskia would have to sue me for copyright infringement. Trying to catch up. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Mary. Am I behind or am I? Thank you for the super chat, Mary. If you look in Mary's, right next to Mary's name in the super chat, you'll see a very small, is that considered an emoji? And it's BB with his orange cheeks. Where are you, BB? What are you doing? What is everybody's favorite? What is everybody's guinea pig's favorite veggies? I think that my pigs. I think that, in general, most piggies, they love lettuce the best. I'm sorry, Isa. Yeah, I think sometimes some of my piggies they'll sniff the green pepper and then they turn their nose up to it. But I'm like, this is the best for them. Celery, dandelion leaves, endive. Ooh, I like endive too. If you get endive in your spring mix, you're like, ooh, that and arugula. Arugula is bitter, but so I don't know if piggies would like it as much, but I love it. Fennel. I like fennel too. Peppers, carrots, mini cucumbers, occasional cilantro. Banana peels. Interesting. Spinach leaves. Nadia, don't go too crazy on the spinach leaves. They are high in calcium. And tomato. But I like both of those. Dill. See, shrimp, everything's okay. Baby's back. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. Up. Baby up. Come on. You can come up. Come on. Yay! Baby's back. What do you think? Phoebe, you're getting super impatient, aren't you? I'm stuck under here. In a couple minutes, we're going to put shrimp back. We'll grab Pipsqueak, and I can put you over with your food. 30 tomato plate, 15 bell pepper, 20 cucumbers. That's a lot. That's enough for a herd. Baby ants each spring because I won't spray, so I can give fresh grass and dandelion. If you're having ant problems, there is the outdoor, the baits that you can give them. I hate killing any like the idea of treating my yard. The ants are starting to go crazy out there, and I know that before you know it, there are just certain days, certain weather conditions, the ants come in, and if you don't pay attention, they sting you like crazy. And but the idea of poisoning outside, I'm on 5 acres, and the idea of just putting poison out there and eradicating a whole colony is just upsetting. But and I never have actually, ants never get in the piggy's cage to any significant amount because there's nothing for them. But there are baits that you can put out that won't spray or poison anything that's growing, and they will just take it back to their colony. Bibi, you want to go up there? Okay, let me catch up. We got Mon Mommy, Mon Mommy, Mom Mommy. Phone's too far away. But Nora. Yeah, I don't like cooked carrots myself. Bok choy. I like bok choy myself. Bok choy and some peppers and some fried tofu and some teriyaki. Now you got something. Maybe a little hot pepper flake. Not for the piggies. For me. Oh, looks like I'm a little bit far behind. Sorry, guys. Pig Boy says, I followed all of your bonding rules, boy bonding rules. Watched every video of yours several times. Recently bonded a baby piggy with an adult male. They're best friends. Good. I hope they stay that way. There's always a very good chance that bonding babies, a baby boy with an older boy, is going to work out. You peed in here, didn't you? Oh, I'm sorry. Shrimpy, you don't want any more? So I'm really going to make a conscious effort for the rest of the year to focus short videos on each of my piggies. I'm always inspired by a lot of the other YouTube channels that you really get to know those piggies, because I think that's really what it's about, is getting to know these individual guys and their personalities and appreciate them. So that's what I hope to do, in addition to all of the care stuff that I always have been doing. Deanna is asking, and maybe we can give some advice in the comments. A small local pet store is mistreating piggies, in my opinion at least. 10 in each of several plexiglass cylinders, only about 1 foot pie-shaped area. No food or water. I don't know what to do. Document it. Take it to animal control. Ask to talk to the manager. I don't know what they gain by treating animals that they're trying to sell poorly. Boycott them. You know what you can also do is you can get a couple of your friends and you can go down there and you can protest. I think we are about to enter the protest season. Not only is the weather getting better in many places, but I think people are just going to be protesting all sorts of things. Valerie's here. Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue. Yeah, shrimp is like, if I just close my eyes, maybe I'll disappear. I'm sorry that I'm so far behind. Ron, I hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for the awesome super chat. Clementine and Harriet think you are awesome. A heart and a little... You know, we don't have a guinea pig emoji. What's going on with that? Like in the emoji set. I think we've got hamster emojis like the closest. Thank you guys for all the comments. Trying to catch up. Jessica is here in the chat. The piggies are doing okay. We're doing fine. We're celebrating. For everybody that's just joining, we are celebrating Shrimp's 4th gotcha day, and coincidentally, it is also Pipsqueak's 7th gotcha day. So that means that Pipsqueak is probably 7.5. Is this pee leaking through? You ready to go home, Shrimp? Let me try to catch up here. We've got the Guinea cat, the pig boys, Spot, Morgan. Morgan wants a Gus comic. You know, sadly, I think that whatever I could come up with in my imagination would not be as crazy as his real life antics. What are you doing up there, BB? BB's making a nest. JJ, I also had an albino rat. Well, the rat was like a light tan and white. I had two rats, two rat brothers. And man, rats are wonderful. Okay, did I catch up? Oh, I thought I did. Okay. All right. The dancing barber. Is that a poop? What was that? What just flew out? You don't want any more cookie? You ready to go home? Shrimp. I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm so glad that you get along with Onyx. And even though you're shy, I'm just happy to be able to give you a safe home. And you mean a lot to me. And you smell good. Even though you peed in this cuddle sack, you still smell good. Yeah, he is a bowl flipper. He is a bowl flipper. Okay, BB. They both are bowl flippers. Onyx is worst. Onyx is definitely worst. Okay. All right. You ready, Shrimpy? Okay. Hold on. No, don't run. Okay. It's going to be kind of tough to get Pipsqueak. BB? BB, you gotta take over. Pipsqueak, are you sleeping in your igloo? Ugh. Pippy, I've got cookies for you. Pippy! Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Pippy, come on. Come on. Yay! Yay! Pippy, I got treats. I got treats for you to try. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. First, Pippy, we have Pippy's here. Can you believe that this sweet, spry young man is 7? So we got this to start with. Too close. Too close. So let's talk about Pippy. 7 years ago, 2018, right? Is that correct? 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 7 years ago. We'll let's zoom out a little. Too far. 7 years ago, I'm at home and I get a call from one of these. They're kind of like what a vet tech would be at a vet, but they're at the shelter, so they're not an officer and they're not a volunteer. They're just one of the animal people. They call because I've adopted from North Central Shelter before, and they said, we got a piggy here, something's wrong with him, and he was little. Yay, Carrie became a member. All right. Hippie, where are you? So she said something's wrong with this guinea pig. He's got a head tilt, he seems weird, something's not right with him, he seems very sick, and if you don't get here in an hour, he's going to be put to sleep. And I said, not on my watch, that's not happening. And I rushed over there, and the person that I talked to, they seemed like it was hilarious how concerned I was about this guinea pig. And it's like, I'm not the one threatening to put him to sleep, but I look at him and yeah, okay, he's got a head tilt, so maybe he had a respiratory infection, showing the symptoms that Saskia calls calcified bulla. Maybe he's blind, but other than that, he was healthy. And you know, I don't know if the vet determined that he wasn't healthy enough, but so I rushed over there and I got him and I started syringe feeding him, and he just put on so much weight, and his head tilt never got better. You know, I'm going to repost or somehow I want to do something to like remix, rehash some of the Pipsqueak stuff. But if you search, it is, the video is called North Central Rescue Adventure. I should rename that video or add, you know, Pipsqueak Gotcha Day, something like that, so it's easier to find. Pipsqueak is so healthy and strong now. I don't know if it's the racetrack. Thank you, Gaia, for the super chat. There's a little fox, an animated fox with hearts on it. You know, I have a water that I put down here. You guys want to be jealous. This water, well, this is just filtered tap water that I refilled. But this water bottle, which nothing fancy, but this, we got this at the intermission of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Valerie took me to, oh, look what Pipsqueak discovered. So last week we went and we saw the Harry Potter play. And this was a very expensive $5 lukewarm water that we bought in intermission because I couldn't find a water fountain. So I'm going to refill this water bottle 100 times to make it worth it. But I highly recommend the play if it comes anywhere near you. It was really, really fun. There was a lot of magic and interesting effects and things. It was really cool. Pipsqueak, what about this? I know you got a massive carrot here, but what about this? There's a stick. Oh, thank you, Birdie, for the super chat. Birdie RN, from my Abby to yours. Teddy says hi. Oh. Yeah, thank you guys so much for showing the love. This Pipsqueak shirt should also still be in my Etsy shop. It's amazing if you walk around with a shirt with any guinea pig on it, the kind of crazy conversations that you end up having with strangers. Yeah. It's actually cold. I put some zero water in here. So if anybody's got questions, yeah, well, that's what you realize. Anytime they've got you as a captive, whether you're at a baseball game or in the airport or anywhere, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for anything. I can't remember how much a water bottle costs at Disneyland because I would just BB, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. When's my next scuba diving adventure? That is a good question. We have been having crazy wind, and we like the waves today at my normal scuba spots are probably 4 to 6 feet. Someone been chewing on your ears, Hippie? Now, when guinea pigs' ears start to rot or crumble, that is a potential sign of heart issues because they're not getting enough airflow. So, or blood flow, to their extremities. Now, he is an old man, but keeping him hydrated, and making sure he has good exercise, looking out for any signs of heart disease, of which he doesn't really show any. Oh, Pipsqueak. He looks this picture is pretty old. So, what are the signs of heart disease? I have an entire heart disease video in the illness section of my care guide. But some of the most obvious signs are breathing issues. Guinea pigs will go, it's like a hooting sound. They can also be more susceptible to infections, like respiratory infections. So if your piggy does end up with a URI, that could be a sign of heart disease, or it could just be, a respiratory infection. So even if a piggy starts to have heart disease issues, they'll often do a course of antibiotics just to make sure that there's no infection. And then if that clears up all the symptoms, then they don't necessarily go forward with heart meds, but it's important to know that both can be present. We talked about ear circulation, pale feet can be one, lethargic behavior. Check out that video. Valerie Valerie says frequent URIs are a sign of heart disease. So, okay, good question. 8-Bit Pip says, what are we celebrating? For everybody that just got in here, we're celebrating 2 gotcha days today. Shrimp is having his 4th gotcha day. We were just hanging out with him. And Pipsqueak is having his 7th gotcha day. Pipsqueak has been with me for 7 years. I can't believe it. Pippy, I love you so much. Here, it's here. Here, let's go to this side. Yeah, I can't believe it. And I was just telling the story of how they were threatening to put him to sleep 7 years ago if I didn't come pick him up. Okay, Guinea cat. Of course, you know, like all live videos, this video will pop up right after it's done. I realized that, right, it must be midnight. What time is it in London right now? Does anybody know? Is it 8 hours from, I think it's like 5 hours from Eastern time and 8 hours from Pacific time. Pippy, here, come here. Oh, let's give you, you can have this if you want. What are these icons? I'm afraid to know what this icon is, but let's push it. Retouch on. Ooh, did I all of a sudden look a lot sexier? Retouch on. Let's zoom in to the face and see. Oh yeah, look at how smooth and sexy I am. Let's turn retouch off, and all of a sudden you'll see the haggard. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all the blemishes. Wow, let's turn it back on. Good Lord. Retouch on. Wow. How you doing? That was amazing. No, let's keep it real. Let's turn it off. Blemishes and all. What else do we have? Pippy, let's see how you look with the retouch on. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Ready? You look the same because you haven't aged a day. Let's turn it off. Oh, it just smooths everything. What is this? Highlights saved to your channel as unlisted video. I don't understand what that is. Highlight. Boom. At least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if something cool happens, you can hit that highlight button and does it go back? They're giving us all sorts of tools. What a smooth looking Pippy. Pippy, let's put the smoother on. You know who's smooth? BB, you're a smooth operator. Here, hold on. Let's see. Okay, we got retouch off. BB, look. Let's turn it on. Oh, BB, you're a smooth operator. Smooth operator. BB, you're a smooth operator. Oh, we can't sing too many bars of that or we'll get demonetized. This is the world that we live in. You can't make any cultural references without those references coming for your wallet. BB, what are you doing? Okay, let's focus. Let's focus, Pippy. Here. You want to take a break from the carrot and try a slightly soft and moistened healthy snacker? Yeah. 8-Bit Pip. We agree. Would you ever consider getting a skinny pig? Yeah, of course. I don't get to choose which piggies I get. It's whichever piggies show up at my local shelter in an emergency situation. There's, all the pigs that I have now basically came from local out here in the desert situations. And there are so many, um, situations. If you followed the video of Saskia at the trailer park, there's always piggies um, that are in way worse shape than my fosters once I get them stable. So all of my recent fosters have just stayed here. If there was a skinny pig that showed up at my local shelter, then I may end up in a situation like that. But I do know people that would volunteer to take them, and anytime I can pull a piggy from the shelter and get them placed in some place where they will get better care and attention than I can give them, then I would do that. Have I ever gotten a piggy just because I wanted to? Well, yes. The most recent piggy that I got just because I wanted to was Bison. And I mean, I get attached to all of them. You may know that we paired Neville Longbottom with Gaia, and now they are at a foster's under the Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue umbrella. So, yes, the new female skinny pig that is at Valerie's is incredibly sweet and chill, and she seems very comfortable. I have to really make something like a story video on every piggy, like making a video explaining where they came from. I've done that before. If you go and search Scotty's Animals, all my guinea pigs, something like that, or just scroll back in my latest videos, BB's out. He's out. I do that from time to time. Do they still have the bell notification on YouTube? Is that still a thing? Oh, BB. Oh, BB, you just pooped on the carpet. The thing about cockatiel poop is if you can just let it dry, boys, if you can let it dry for like 15-20 minutes, you can scoop it up pretty easily. If you try to pick it up right away, it kind of squishes into the carpet. You getting impatient too? You know who I could bring out, Pipsqueak? You know who I could bring out? I could bring out your friend Gizmo. You want to do that? Then you'll have someone to play with here. Pippi, I love you. Oh, they still have bell notifications. Okay. Ring that bell. Okay. Jennifer says, hey, can you give me tips for beginners with guinea pigs? I think that's what you're asking for, beginner tips. Now, if you're new to the channel, yes, thank you, Valerie. I have an entire care guide where I basically, one way to think about the care guide is you came to the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue, and I'm now facilitating the adoption, and I'm going through everything that I've learned and everything that we recommend and require for adoptions. So there's actually a video called 10 Steps Before You Get Guinea Pigs. It's an interesting video if you already have guinea pigs, but for people who are considering it, that video just sort of says, guinea pigs require this much space. These are the upfront and monthly costs. this is the care requirements, etc. This is the emotional toll that it may take on you. You know, because after 7 years, I am so attached to this guy, and I care about him so much. And, you know, you have to have that emotional bandwidth. So, yes, YouTube actually informed me last week that I hit 1,500 videos. Now, of course, some of them are shorts, and we cover some of the same topics from slightly different angles, you know, over the years. But certainly, if you go to latest videos, those are basically all my videos from newest to oldest, and you can scroll back. Why are baby guinea pigs so bratty? Good question. Why are baby anything so, I mean, babies aren't bratty. I think it takes a couple years, right? I had been chewing gum during videos. Had I? Potentially I've been chewing gum. I have this what's it called? I forget what the name of the gum is. It's gum that you're supposed to chew after you brush your teeth. That's good for you. Stream elements. Surprised you're not having trouble with stream elements. Oh, these things that I was doing? I don't know. I got Verizon. Xylitol, that's it. Xylitol. Yeah, I have special xylitol gum. So maybe what happened is I ate something and then I popped some gum. That xylitol gum, it looks like a chiclet and it doesn't last very long. So it starts to get tough and it loses its flavor. But no, I think that's annoying. You don't want, that's got to be annoying to watch somebody who's making a video and they're chewing gum. CK says, why do my pigs look up at the ceiling and shake their bodies like a wet dog after I pet them gently? Maybe you're tickling them. Pippi, did you get nipped by somebody? By Gus? What do you think that is? Not the nip. Or do you have the beginnings of ringworm? I think it's just some crust, a scab. Okay, we're going to get Gizmo out here so you have a buddy to play with. Okay. Yeah, we could bring Gus too if he's easier to catch. But that would be chaos. Gizmo and Pipsqueak get along a little better. Okay, Pippi, no, don't jump. With your brittle bones, you can't. No jumping. Oh, it'll be chaos whoever we grab. Pipsqueak, you just stay here. Can you just chew on this? Okay. I was like, I don't want to have to put you in the cuddle set. Pipsqueak. Okay, I'm putting you in the cuddle. Oh, you peed. Okay. Pippi, you get in the cuddle sack. Maybe that was it. Hopefully this pea can stay on this fleece. Okay, Pippi, you stay in there. Gizmo is totally asleep right now. Gizmo, you're awake. Come here. Gizmo may be... Here we go. Okay, ready? Some of that pee. No jumping. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's protect the pillow. Hold on. Hold on, boys. You know who's here? Both of you boys need some nail clips. Oh boy. Let's get this other carrot. Yes, Gizmo has lost weight, but he's stable. Or he has been stable over the last couple months. Gizmo, his gotcha day was 5 years ago, and I think he was at least 1, may have been even 2 when we got him. So both of these boys are about the same age, and they're... Every day I wake up and I'm just, you know that feeling where you open the door and you're just hoping that everyone's still thriving. So, come on, baby. Yay! But yeah, Gizmo used to be like twice Pipsqueak's size. How's that? Yeah, I'm not a fan of vertical video for YouTube, but it works pretty good because now everybody's above this chat. I can always cut my head off. Okay. Gizmo is going to take the whole carrot. And everybody already had carrot today. Pippi, you could have this. But I got the soft ones. Where's the cookies? Gizmo used to be big. I don't know if he was as big as Bengal. Bengal is just a monster. This message is held for my review. Uh-oh, let's see. Joy says, BB fears vertical makes his butt look big. Yeah, we're going to show that another moderator handled it. Who's my other moderator? I hope that it was not hidden. Who's my moderator? Because I don't remember actually assigning moderators. So I apologize, Joy, if it's unable to let me show that video. Yay, you see it. Okay. You know, some people have said, I'll be your moderator. I don't think with 60 people watching this video. Wow, look at that. We have 61 people watching right now, and we have 61 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. Pippi. So for everybody just getting here, it's Pipsqueak's 7th gotcha day, which is just a miracle in itself. We're also celebrating Shrimp's 4th gotcha day. And BB's been here. BB, how long have you been here with me? Since 2011. Yeah, so what, that's 14. And he was 7. I wish I could. Let's try this. If the camera was at the bottom, we could get some cuter angles of the piggies. We have to look up my nose, but that gives us a cuter. How's that? Yeah. The best thing about Shrimp is that him and Onyx, despite having somewhat adversarial relationship, they get along. They have an understanding. They share the space. They chase each other a little bit. They are the perfect example, I would say, of a relationship where it's not like totally like bosom buddies, but at the same time, it's healthy. They chatter at each other maybe 3, 4 times a week. Onyx is beautiful, and Onyx is getting so chubby. And every time I look at him, he has this guilty look on his face. Baby. Yes, Onyx. You know, it's crazy because at the rescue, the pink-eyed white piggies are some of the least adoptable. Skinny pigs also. A lot of people just don't want to adopt skinny pigs. But then pure black or almost all black piggies are like also very often looked over. And I think that they are gorgeous. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for stopping by. Pippi, he ate your entire carrot. What happened to the other carrot? Here, you can have this. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I think we will do, we won't go past 2 hours for sure. I gotta do some cage cleaning before well, the sun's gonna go down here in a little bit. Uh-oh. Did you just pee? Okay, let's let this absorb real quick. No, not back in the fur. Come on, hold on. Oh, yuck. Let's use this cuddle sack that's already gotten peed on. Yeah. Hey there, Rose. Hi, Rita. Yeah, I think asking a piggy to sit for more than 15 minutes is a lot. Some piggies are more perfectly happy to get in their cuddle sacks and curl up. Let's try that. Pippi! Pippi! Pippi just went down in a hole. There you go. There you go. Well, thank you for being here, Susan. Pipsqueak, you've got one nail that's out of control. So sometimes you'll notice that older piggies, their nails will get thick, often kind of fungally. Pipsqueak gets fungal soaks every couple weeks, and he gets the fungal cream And you just notice that older piggies tend to have that. So because of that also, his nails, I keep his nails a little bit longer than they normally would be. Yes, Ron, I sympathize and I agree with you. The piggies rule. I'm just a guinea pig chauffeur. I'm just a guinea pig chef. I'm just a guinea pig landlord. Uh-oh. Now what? Well, great. This is good television. Oh, we got another video held for review. Let's see. Let's see how risque it is. Michelle this time. Oh my goodness. Michelle says, Clementine is black and has more hair, and funny, I think she's getting more hair than her butt is naked. Michelle. Okay. Yvonne is here. Listen to this complaining. Pippi. I know, he's stuck in there. Well, he's stuck in there because of you. Gizmo, you could come out. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Okay. No. What are you doing up there, BB? BB's going in full preening mode. You can keep going, BB. This is like 16, 18 hours a day. This is BB. Yeah, who sneezed? Where's that carrot? This is all that's left of the carrot? BB's sneezing right now. I don't worry when BB sneezes as much because BB sneezes because he's always got his beak inside his dusty feathers. Yeah, well, the problem is this is only a medium-sized cuddle sack. Come on. Oh my goodness. Here, Gizmo, what if you come out? Okay. There, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. There's no more Gizmo. We kicked him to the curb. It's mostly Pipsqueak. Okay, what is this thing stuck on? A dirty fleece. Oh boy. You're making other piggies around the world upset, Pippi. Okay. Do you want one of these? They are soft. I just took like a little bit of water and I poured it in here and I shook it. If I just dump these on a tray, they'll dry out again. But these are really great, especially for pigs with tooth issues. These guys don't have tooth issues, but these are so crunchy. And softening them up really makes them... You just put one drop and they get very soft. And it releases the flavor a little bit. Okay. Oh, that was intense. Gizmo, why do you cause so much trouble? Just kidding. Hey, Maddie. Yeah, they have, at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue, they've set up a bell in the Buddha Boy's cage, and the bell is attached to the side, and if anybody just runs, the bell shakes. But Millhouse runs up and he rings that bell like 10 times an hour. I don't know if we'll be able to get Gus. He's too hard to catch for one. And I've just got these guys calm. So I don't want to move right now because I'm kind of stuck. Millhouse is the sweetest. Did Saskia do the live stream from inside the garage? Or does she do it outside in the tent? Aha. So these are the apple healthy snackers, you guys. I always have a couple bags of these on hand for, they're not a substitute for veggies. If you give these to your piggies when they are expecting veggies, they will hate you. But as an extra treat throughout the day, also when they're crumbly like this, you guys have made it a mess though. My piggies like them. Pippi, Pippi. I love you, Pippi. The pumpkin ones. My piggies, we like the banana ones too. But I find that when you get them, put a couple drops of water on them, and it really opens up their aromas. Uh-oh. Here, let's you just switched. Kippy. You guys see, this is my spy camera. So when I'm gone, I can check in on them, and I can talk to them. And you, I can talk to you too, BB. It's mostly for the bird. The piggies don't care. But I also, I check, I've got a thermometer right over there, so I can look on the video and I can check what the temperature is. Birdie. Uh-oh. I have thought recently been doing the liquid like Scotty, and all but one is taking it. Great for me. All but one. I think we're talking about the vitamin C. Uh-oh. Yeah, most of my piggies like the liquid vitamin C. But I've also been recommending green pepper for people because not everybody can get the child life. But having the child life it's really good, especially for medicine. You just take the medicine and dip the syringe in the child life, and all of a sudden you've got good flavors. I can't get you. Come on. I can't reach. Gizmo, you're causing trouble? Gizmo. Pippy. Cover those up. Maddie K. The white one is Pippy. Pippy. And this is Gizmo. Pippy, come here. Don't scratch. Don't scratch him. Oh my gosh. Pippy, you can... Oh my goodness. Thank you, Penny. Thank you for the super chat. Number 1. Pippy, you're number 1. Or that's the first super chat. Thank you, Penny. Look at YouTube. YouTube likes that's their first one. It's like, I'm so grateful for any super chats. YouTube's like, oh, that's the first one. Very unexpected. So yes, you guys know, and I hope that if you've ever reached out through the contact page on my website that I've replied quickly. I do my best to answer everybody. You can, of course, search my YouTube channel. You search on Google for whatever your question is, and then add Scotty's Animals. And then if you switch to videos, you should be able to find a video. Sometimes Google automatically will like quote something from my care guide. But I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction, give you some quick information. When you work at a rescue, your goal is to help people, to help animals. And the way I look at the YouTube channel and my correspondence is it's just a way for me to help more piggies and more people, regardless of the geographical proximity to LA. So, and of course, remember there is a worldwide rescue list and a worldwide vet list. So, a lot of times people will ask me, "Oh, well, we don't have Child Life Liquid Vitamin C," or there's some regional question where they're like, "We don't have this in Australia. What should I do?" Or what vet should I go to in Australia? And if you reach out to these local rescues, they might have some good local advice. So I'm just grateful to be able to do this. It's really kind of amazing that the stars lined up with the YouTube and the rescue. So what makes a rescue a rescue? That's a really good question, Bruno. And the first step, Donna's in Arkansas. The first step to understanding a rescue, I have a video called Shelter or Rescue, What's the Difference? Something like that. You should be able to find it. And it explains the difference between like your local animal shelter and a dedicated animal rescue. The TLDR, is that what the kids say? Too long, didn't read. The short answer is that a shelter is usually funded, not always, but usually government funded, has all the animals. It's like animal control and your local animal shelter are the same thing. Um, it's a place where lost animals go. It's a place where people will surrender their animals. There are times when animals are put to sleep at the shelter because they don't have enough space. Um, it's where animals that have been, hurt can be taken. Um, it's where a lost dog will or cat will end up, and it's where you can usually go to surrender your animals. They don't have specific animal expertise usually. There are vets there, but what a rescue offers, like the LA Guinea Pig Rescue offers, and Valerie looks like she's answering parts to this, because Valerie, Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue, as a rescue, can answer a lot of that. So let's read the comments too. A rescue has very specific knowledge about the specific animals they rescue. They often have discounted supplies. They, when it comes to adoption, have a much, much wider variety and selection of animals to choose from, and they are on the front lines in the effort to save animals. Let's see what Valerie says. Anyone can call themselves a rescue, sadly. Now, that brings us up to not all rescues have to be. People sometimes confuse me with a rescue. Many dedicated rescues apply for and have a 501c3, I think I said that right, status. That's in the United States. That just basically means you're a nonprofit, a recognized nonprofit. That does require it's a legal status. It's for tax purposes mostly, but it also lends a certain credibility with it. And yes, there are a lot of people who consider themselves rescues who are basically not doing the animals any favors, that the animals are not taken care of properly. Even I heard recently of a situation, I don't want to get into it, where animals were being basically hurt. The person was calling themselves a rescue and just taking in money in the form of donations, and then essentially, in some cases, willfully hurting the animals. And I don't have enough specific proof to say exactly what happened to them, but many of them couldn't be found. I would like to think that all of the rescues that are on my worldwide rescue list have been vetted. People have had positive experiences. If somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, this rescue is no longer operating, or they are not doing right by the animals, and I can confirm that, I will remove them from my list. BPJ. So this is, if we're talking about BB, he's a cockatiel. He's a Lutino cockatiel. So you guys calm down. Look at Gizmo. Gizmo, you are chilling. Gizmo, let me come in here. Let me get in here. Pippi, it's okay. Hi, Gizmo. Pippi, don't cry. Pippi, don't cry. With this angle, I cannot read the chat. Let's go up, 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 up. Ah, there we go. Gizmo, look at your cheeks. This cuddle sack is smells a little ripe. Pippi. Oh. Yeah, lots of people are like, I want babies. I want baby pigs. The old pigs are so chill. Baby. That's what I just asked you that. Yes, Pippi just spent a lot of energy. BB, here you go. Your turn this way. Can you sneak your head in? The gang's all here. Oh, Pippi, what happened? Pippi, come here. Oh. Pippi, look who it is. It's your BB. Does BB ever wake me up at night? No. BB's a good sleeper. It's actually more like I have to try not to wake him up. BB, in the winter, I don't know, we're staying up kind of later than normal. But I have a little noise machine over here. It just plays like a and I have that playing so that when these piggies thunk their water bottles in the middle of the night, it doesn't make so much noise. But BB's used to the piggies. There have always been piggies here since he's been here. Here, up. You can sit. You want to sit right here? Yeah. Gizmo is chilling. Yeah, these boys over here, Phil and Cupcake, their water bottle has like this much left. Can you hear it? Oh, BB! Oh my goodness. What'd you do, Gizmo? That's about as much as BB flies. Okay? You guys getting impatient? So, let's see. Does anybody have any care questions? We're going to wrap this thing up here in a little bit. Strawberry wine lover, guess what? We're making strawberry wine right now. Valerie, are you still here? You see this username, strawberry wine lover? That's hilarious. Yes, Phil and Cupcake are amazing. Strawberry Wine Lover asks, how do we clean males or keep clean? The boys, every few months, and you can check them more frequently. We call it a bore cleaning. Saskia has videos about it, and I have a couple videos about the bore cleaning process in the taming section of my care guide. So, step by step, the taming section of my care guide on scottiesanimals.com. That there's a couple videos that the one video explains basically everything that's involved, but basically, um, you want to clean their penis, you want to pop it out and just make sure there isn't any funk on it, that there isn't any stuff on it, or hay, or bedding, pine shavings, whatever debris in there. Um, and you can clean it with mineral oil. Also, their pocket, their perennial sac, you can scoop out because there can be either an impaction or just a hunk of debris in there. So I show how we do it at the rescue. LA Guinea Pig Rescue will also have a number of videos if you search LA Guinea Pig on YouTube, just LA Guinea Pig Rescue, bore cleaning or boy cleaning, something like that. The quick, easy, fast way that I do is when I'm giving them a bath, after they're soaked, I'll hold them. First, under the water, I will apply pressure to the pelvis around so that the weenie pops out, and then underwater with soapy water. Uh, Usually it's I'll have like Head and Shoulders diluted in water that they're soaking in. Right at the end of the 5 minute soak, before I dump the water, I pop the weenie out just by putting pressure, and then I kind of clean to get anything that's stuck on there, and then I'll push it back in, and then I lift them out, and I just do a quick scoop with the Q-tips, twist and scoop. There he goes. So I have a video called Easy Bore Cleaning that explains how I do it in the bath, and then there's also the regular bore cleaning process. Michelle says, I was thinking of weaning my girls from pellets. Why? Why would you do that? Also thought of just doing pellets in the winter. Why? But what would be the reason for that? So here's the way I look at guinea pig care is there is generally accepted care that most people do. And in the guinea pig world right now, we're talking guinea pigs shouldn't live alone, either side by side, have a buddy, a minimum of 8 to 10 square feet. Generally, CNC cages are good. Unlimited hay, 80% of their diet is hay, fresh, clean water, and a bowl of pellets, right? So the question then would be, what is the reason why you would want to divert from that accepted care guidelines? So that's what I'd be curious about. And yes, when it comes to skinny pigs have a higher metabolism. They need to eat more. So if you Google strawberry wine lover, if you Google strawberry wine recipe, you'll see that it doesn't require very much supplies. Really just some frozen strawberries, a big bag of sugar, a bucket or something to ferment it in, and then, you know, some bottles. You can get a little bit more fancy if you want. Robbie, that I've gotten pretty good at quickly summarizing guinea pig care. Now, of course, there's extra add-ons like picking them up every day to look for illness. Now, when it comes to skinny pigs, Valerie, Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue, has a lot of experience with skinny pigs. So, you know, I've seen a lot of skinny pigs, known a lot of skinny pigs, but I haven't really had any here. Gizmo, are you consenting to this? With the skinny pig, should they have twice as much pellets or veggies or twice the amount of hay you would normally offer? That's a good question, Bruno. So I would say they should always have hay. And then they should have a bowl of pellets every day. And they should have veggies. I personally, yeah, I would want to stick to the same ratios. I think what I would expect to see is that you fill a pellet bowl and then you see how quickly does it disappear. You fill a hay rack and how quickly does it disappear. And maybe you're just replenishing those things more frequently. And if you can stick to the same ratios, so you say, wow, if I'm replenishing a hay rack twice a day instead of once a day with a regular piggy, then maybe you top off the pellets a little bit more. Maybe you give a couple more chunks of veggies. Um, yeah. Look at these cheeks. Look at these cheeks. Look at those. Look at these. Look at these. Look at the. Look at the lips. Look at these lips. Hold on. No, that was me. Let's get down here low. Let's get low. Look at these lips. Look at those lips. Look at the cheeks and the lips. Gizmo. Look at these. Look at these ones. Look at these. Look at those teeth. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm still wondering, what was the logic for wanting to not do pellets anymore? Because, I think that if you're doing it right, well, veggies will probably always be the most expensive part of their diet. Well, it's hard to say because I spend usually $3 to $6, $7, $8 a day on veggies for 25 pigs. But if you had a pair of guinea pigs, a $10 bag of pellets might last a couple weeks. So veggies, you're probably spending only $2 to $4 a day on veggies because 3 romaine hearts should last like a week, right? Let's see. Who makes better pellets? I missed it. What's the question? I was just thinking, not actually, as I really wish they make better pellets. Who? One thing I wondered about, they make Timothy hay pellets. They're strictly Timothy hay. I wonder that would that be okay in a temporary situation along with regular pellets? They make Timothy hay pellets. That are strict. Yes. I wonder if that would be okay in a temporary situation along with regular pellets. Yes and no. If we're talking in like a post-apocalyptic environment or in some kind of emergency situation, anything you can give them that's a Timothy. Yes, if you go to Tractor Supply, Stanley makes pure plain pelleted Timothy. The problem is most piggies hate it. Michelle, I'm still confused. My piggies eat the Small Pet Select soy-free non-GMO pellets. So I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out. But that's just because I did a taste test with that and their other pellets, and those are the ones that my piggies liked better. But I don't think necessarily having soy as some of that way down ingredient is the worst thing. Yes. So long term, your piggies need loose hay for their digestion. Um, the Missouri pellets, if they're Timothy based, they're fine. They're good. Sherwood does make a Timothy only pellet now as well. Um, any pellet where the first ingredient is Timothy is better than any of the other ones where it's not. But then if you look at the second and third ingredients, oftentimes it'll say wheat Midlands and other things. Um, yeah. So you're saying they don't like the Small Pet Select or the Oxbow Garden Select? Then I would say, what's the reason why you don't like the soy? Um, Hi, Lil George. Piggies have done fine for years on the plain Oxbow pellets. Some people say, oh, they have too much sugar. Um, but I think that's where I would start. Oxbow, you can get at any pet store pretty much, and it's like basically your standard. They're and piggies generally like it. Soy has hormones, or it affects the hormones. Um, oh, did I just get peed on, or is that just your warm butt? Yeah, maybe. But is this science? Are you being scientific about it, or are you just thinking that it has an effect? Does it really? Does that small amount of soy? Because remember, think about it like this also. If soy is the fifth or sixth ingredient, or even the third or fourth ingredient in your pellets, and they're eating 80% hay, we're talking about, and they're eating veggies as well, we're talking about less than 10% of their diet being pellets, most of which is Timothy based. The amount of soy that they're actually getting is not a lot. And let's look at it like this. I eat tofu several times a week. Um, and I eat other soy products, and I am a specimen of extreme masculinity. So I don't necessarily think that the small amount of soy that they are being exposed to would make a difference. But you could ask your vet, ask a couple vets specifically that you're concerned about that. Remember, guys, I'm from the East Coast. So when I say things sarcastically, you can only get the sarcastic context clues, or sarcastic clue through context, because there's no change in inflection. Um, oh my God. I love you, Pippi. Okay, The witness is asking about losing hair. Guinea pig Lily is losing hair on her back. Okay, what is that a sign of? So it could be a couple things. Is she, first of all, is she actually chewing it or scratching it? Is it in the shape of a V? Is she losing hair on her side also? How old is she? When someone says my guinea pig's losing hair on their back, I would think that we're talking most likely potentially mange or ovarian issues, hormonal issues. But there have been instances where piggies have ringworm, some kind of a fungus that is causing some hair loss. So I would look and see if there's crusty nipples. I would take stock of behavior. Is her behavior a little bit more aggressive? Piggies more often have crusty nipples, and the hair loss is on their sides. The classic mange, there's thinning in patches all over, but then before that, there's usually like a V shape that's in the back. So Venom asks, I was wondering, is Small Pet Select Timothy hay recommended for piggies? I recommend Small Pet Select practically everything. When it comes to hay, now here's the thing. I have a 15% off coupon on my website that gives you 15% off store-wide for new customers at Small Pet Select. And if you use that link, I will get some kind of credit, some kind of commission. That being said, if you can find hay at your local feed store and buy a bale of hay in bulk, you can save a lot of money, and you'll get just as good hay. But guinea pig, the hay from Small Pet Select is good quality, and they have samplers. You want to buy, just in general, you want to buy hay in the biggest quantity that you can. So that's what I'm saying is, I recommend Small Pet Select. I like their pellets, and I love their cookies and their herbal blends. And you can't go wrong with their hay. But even though I stand to benefit if you were to order some through my link, if you can find hay locally, you should be able to get a bale of hay for under $40. My piggies do orchard grass, and I picked up a bale of orchard grass today for $32 here in Southern California. Tractor Supply has a 50-pound compressed bale for about $25. Now it's pressed. It's not like a rock. It's not like a brick. It's pressed and like vacuum sealed, and that is pretty good as well. But if you're asking me if Small Pet Select has good quality, everything that they have is good quality. And they also have excellent customer service. Remember, hay is a natural product, so if for some reason the hay that you got is dry or it's not as good as you expect, you can reach out to them. Valerie, Southern California Guinea Pig Rescue, says, because of the hormone shot may or may not be needed if it's ovarian cysts or another reproductive issue. The hormone injections could be ineffective. They can help, and they sometimes may not. So, let's see, what have I missed? We got multiple conversations happening simultaneously. And one other thing I'll say about Small Pet Select is they have been a huge supporter of the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue for years, and me as well. Okay. yes, Spot saying that the Stanley hay from Tractor Supply is also very good. So guys, look, we're getting to the 2-hour mark, and oh, there goes Gizmo like clockwork. That's a good point, Piggities. If you can get the Tractor Supply credit card, you can earn points. Well, what I was going to say is, I believe I'm earning points in general. Maybe you earn more points with the credit card, but I'll go there and occasionally they'll say, you've got like a $10 credit. You want to use it? And it reduces the cost. I buy BB's birdseed there. And I buy random things at Tractor Supply. Gizmo is ready to finish the live. Gizmo, you ready? Uh-oh. We blinked out for a second, but we're back. So, yeah, these guys are super tired. The sun is almost setting here. And I guess that means it is 6:01 right now in California. Who's that? That's Bengal coughing. You okay, buddy? Yeah, I have to do a veggie run. That was rude. What's going on in your stinky pocket over here? You okay? Oh boy. Oh. Look at these boys. It is just a shame that they actually can't stay in the same cage for about an hour, because Pipsqueak gets mad when Gizmo is in his igloo, and Gizmo gets mad when Pipsqueak steals his house. So yeah, if anybody has any specific questions for me, please reach out through the contact page on my website. I'll respond. Then you can send any photos. Venom has a question. The best way to send me video, though, is to upload it to YouTube and send me the link. That way I don't have to sit here and like download a video. Venom, shoot. What's your question? Hippie, I have a question. Hippie, how come you're so handsome? How come you're so handsome? I love you. I was wondering, is small pets like Timothy hay recommended for piggies? We already answered it. Did you miss that? We love everything Small Pet Select. Everything, especially their herbal blends. You want to take any hay to the next level, get the herbal blend. I don't have any right here. Or do I? Yeah. You get this. Look at me, I look like a totem. You get this. The piggies go insane for it. But what you do is you sprinkle it on the hay. Let's see what we have. Ooh, this has like some weird, what is that? A piece of lavender? Here. But you sprinkle a little bit of this on a big pile of hay, like a pinch. I'm gonna put this, you sprinkle like this much on a pile of hay and just let it get in there. And the pigs are like, what's that? What's that? What's that? And it makes them go crazy. So this, what size is this? This might be $8, but you only use a pinch every day. And so when it comes to treats, it's like, it's cheaper than veggies because you're not like dumping a whole thing out. You take a pinch. Another thing you can do, if you have piggies that don't eat their pellets really, you take a pinch and you put it at the Gizmo's balls. You take a pinch and you put it under the pellets and you like stir it around. Am I an ethical vegan? Is there such a thing as a non-ethical vegan? I do it primarily for the animals. It just so happens that it's actually the best thing you can do for your body and also for the planet. The idea that you need animal protein is a myth. They've disproven that. It's been 50 years. Proteins are proteins are proteins. If you want to learn about nutrition and you want to learn about what the body needs to prevent illness and cure illness, there's a great book called Eat for Life. Eat for Life by Dr. Joel Furman. It's an interesting combination of case studies and nutrition science. It talks about different compounds and how they react in the body, and it also follows different people who have cured certain various illnesses. So I was a carnivore for many, many, many years. And I couldn't be happier. And I still love cooking. Little George wants to know what we're celebrating. We're celebrating Pipsqueak's 7th gotcha day, and we're celebrating Shrimp's 4th gotcha day. Gizmo's just here for moral support. Gizmo, your nails are ready. These little claws are ready to be clipped. So the author is Dr. Joel Furman, Fuhrman, and I've also been using his multivitamins for a couple years because they're food-based. I basically take a multivitamin and I take a mushroom complex and I take an oil. I just drop some oil. But really all about his book. Okay. Pneumoniac says, I lost my Guinea friend because his gut somehow got twisted. Is that something common? Can it be avoided? Yes, I'm really sorry. It's called a gut torsion. That happened to one of my pigs. I don't know if it does happen spontaneously, and it is heartbreaking. I think there may be surgeries that they can try to do. I don't know how successful they can be. That happened to my piggy, Rawhide, right around when I started volunteering at the rescue. And it happened so suddenly, and it was incredibly heartbreaking. Let me do more research on that. I don't know how it can be prevented, and I don't know what the success rate of any surgery would be. But I do know personally that I lost a piggy from that. And it was really difficult. And we did everything that we could. Let me look into it. And I will see if I can make a video about it. It's called a gut torsion. horse tunas here. Look, you know, it's I sympathize with what you're going through. And it's one of those things where it comes out of the blue. They're fine, and then all of a sudden they're really hurting. And with Rawhide, he was gone. And so let me figure out. It was my understanding that it was like spontaneous, and that it wasn't something that we did to cause it. But let me see what I can uncover. Oh yes, that's right, horse tuna. You guys have peed like 100 times over here. And poop. Look, the poop is starting to fly. My shirt is wet. All right, guys. So let's get you guys back. I really thank you guys for hanging out this afternoon. I hope that Conan O'Brien is doing a good job. He has to wrangle all the Hollywood stars, which is arguably probably more difficult than wrangling these stars. So, all right, guys. But please don't hesitate to message me. Send me a message through the contact page on my website. If you've already messaged me before, then you can just send me an email directly. But if you've never sent a message before, filling out the contact page goes right to my email. And then if I ever send any kind of a announcement to like everyone, you'll get that, because my website will remember everyone who's emailed me. And, you know, I only do it a couple times a year. But like when a new book comes out, or when we're talking about the rescue successes, or for whatever reason, if I do send a mass message out, you'll be a part of it. There's no space on my website to sign up for any newsletter. We don't do that. But if I ever do reach out, and you've ever reached out to me, then that's how you would be part of that. Okay. Look at these guys. They're totally zonked out. How's it going, Austin? All right, so I am going to... Austin's like, hey, where's everybody going? I just got here. The party is now started. I'm going to end the live stream, and then within a minute or two, or a few minutes, the whole thing will be available for replay. So, thank you guys for hanging out. All right. Everybody, one more congratulations to Shrimp and to little Pipsqueak here. 7-year-old Pipsqueak. And most likely 6-year-old Gizmo. All right, guys. And then Mr. 21-year-old BB right here. BB, say goodbye. And you can have your dinner. You ready? You ready to eat something? We're going to make a smoothie. Okay, guys. Until, oh, good thing I got you guys. until next time, which will be pretty soon. All right, thank you guys for watching. Here goes my finger. Good night, guys.